You probably noticed on the hand of this title of this video, we are doing our first outdoor sowing in the beginning of March. We are sowing radishes, we are sowing carrots, we are planting out some onion seeds, and I transplanted some salads. And to be honest, I already sowed the carrots, and I will show you where I did that, and then we can go on sowing our spinach and our radishes. I sow my carrots here between the lines of the garlic because it's a great companion, and yeah, here is space of course. So yeah, the carrots I sowed here between our garlic, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I made a small trench, sown the seeds and covered it, and yeah, now we need to wait. And for carrots you can wait a long time because they can take a long time to germinate. So if you have sown carrots yourself, then be patient because they can take a long time to germinate. So now we will sow our spinach and our radishes in another bit. So if you follow me. And maybe a quick tip for if you're sowing carrots, do not do it on a windy day because it's pretty windy now, and when the seeds are very small. So yeah, with this wind, when you are sowing, they just will fly away. They will not end up in the trench, so maybe something to consider. But for now, our sowings of radishes, I will just use my dibber to make a rough straight line. I will do the same for the spinach. And yeah, while you're sowing your beds, always keep an eye out on weeds because now the days are getting longer, and yeah, they will grow very fast. And before you know it, your bed is full of weeds, and that's not something that you want, because weeds you can't eat. You can make a fertilizer in it from it. That's something for another video. But okay, back to the sowing. So I make some rough lines. Of course, you don't need a dibber. You also can do it by hand. We will start our radishes, and for spacing you just need to consider the dimensions of a radish. So a radish is like 1 centimeter on 1 centimeter, so you need to space it a little bit further apart. And yeah, sowing is pretty straightforward. You just drop the seeds in the trench, and nothing hard about sowing. After sowing, in this case the radish seeds, you just close the trench, and I do it loosely, as you can see, so no need to push it or doing something crazy. Now we will sow our spinach seeds, and yeah, it's just the same as our radish seeds, just plant it. And like I mentioned, this seed, like the radish seed, is pretty heavy. Of of course you cannot feel it, but it's too heavy for the wind to blow it away. But if you have small seeds like the carrots, yeah, don't do it on a windy day, because you will have carrots all over the place. Yeah, and here we do the same as our radishes, just covering the seeds. In my case, no need to water it in, because it's still wet, like I mentioned. So now we will plant out our onion sets. So now for our onion sets, there are 60 onions in this module tray, which we will plant out. I also have sown some onions, but they will come out in the middle of March. And if you want to sow onions, yeah, you need to be hurry, because it's almost the end for them to get them sowed and to get them started. But I always will sow onions and also plant out sets of onions. So always hoping to have a little bit faster harvest for them. But yeah, we will just space them out. And now we will just plant out our onion sets. Don't bury them too deep. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but the pigeons are in the conifer up there behind me. And if you live in an area where there are a lot of birds, you need to keep an eye out, because they can pull out the onion sets, especially in the beginning. They have not rooted into the soil. This one I can plant out, because I will try it and see it, but it don't have any roots. So and like I mentioned, don't bury them too deep. Don't want to put the whole onion in the ground, just like I'm showing you. So now with our radishes and spinach and carrots, the carrots I did off camera, but yeah, it's just the same way as the spinach and our radishes. But planting out our onion sets, yeah, we are done for today. And yeah, if you have lucky and you have a greenhouse or a polytunnel, then you already have been sowing, for example, and I will show you. But I have already sown some radishes, some spinach, here is garlic, here is overwintering salads. But yeah, well, in the spring they need to get out of here, harvest, because we will grow our tomatoes here. And melons and cucumbers and all summer vegetables. I also did some sowing in the 4 square meter garden. I have some footage of it, but there I also sown some radishes, some spinach. I have planted out some peas from seeds. So yeah, now in the beginning of March, the days are getting longer rapidly. We need to be prepared because the season is starting. And yeah, I'm interested in, have you already sown some vegetables? Let me know in the comments. And for now I would say happy gardening and see you in the next